Well, good morning everyone on this fantastic Friday. Oh dear. And it is a fantastic Friday because it's the end of the week. And it's starting to rain as usual. It won't be long before we get some nice dry weather. Oh, yes, the skies are full of it, aren't they? Having said that, it's quite high up, but doesn't mean nothing these days, that. So rather than wear my other waterproofs, I've got my waterproof bottoms on, but I've got my RST jacket on anyway, and that already is waterproof, so it doesn't really matter. I don't need another one with that. But what I am going to do is actually, I'm going to have to wash the jacket, because it is slightly grubby. So I'm going to wash it. Now, I don't know whether it washes the waterproofness away, or I'm going to have to check on how to wash it. But I do have some waterproof spray that I can spray on it once it's dry. I was off yesterday, but I missed making a video, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, I looked at the forecast for next week, and I think after Tuesday things might start drying up. I mean, nothing's guaranteed, but it's looking that way, and going further on the temperatures are going to start to rise, so it is looking like we are going to get some decent weather at last. Thank the Lord. Now we can get out and do some nice tours. Now I've going to be changing my intro, and I have big plans to make that a hell of a lot better with the help of a very, very good friend. But I'll say no more on that. We'll just watch this space. Yes, this last couple of days, my God, I haven't been myself. It might have looked like I have, but you don't always portray how you're feeling on a video, do you? And as a bloke, we never tell any bugger, do we? Men tend to do, we do tend to keep things to ourselves, you know. We're not ones for sharing our ailments. Well, I know I'm not. Never have been, really. It's always been the same. Let's get past some. No, we tend to keep a lot back, don't we? We say nothing till the very last minute. Well, I'm not like as bad as that. I don't tend to tell anyone how I'm feeling. I'll make sure they all think everything's hunky-dory. Yes, I thought we'll get past a couple there. We might as well, mightn't we? Been a couple of days, we've had no overtaking on my channel for the last couple of days, so let's get some in. Oh dear, dear me. Oh, thank God for that. Nice and steady past this fella. That's it. I mean, there's the other thing about YouTube as well, folks, and there was talk about mental health issues that on Good Morning Britain this morning, and it is quite apparent that we all suffer, or we all have suffered at some time, mental health issues, and some of us fight it on a daily basis. You know, and a lot of people hide it very, very well, don't they? They don't let, it's the old scenario, like I was talking earlier about men keeping things hidden until they break down. and that's the only time it comes to light. But the struggle for years with mental health issues, and it's not an easy thing, because growing up back in the 60s, men didn't talk about anything, and when you grew up in that era, that stigma carries over to you, with you to this day, and it's very hard to break that taboo that's been inset in your lifestyle for 40, 50 years, and it's not easy. Men used to see it as a sign of weakness, that we was supposed to be able to be the man of the family that looks after the family and holds the family together. And it's a bloody hard job trying to keep your issues at bay when you're combating others, and you're trying to help others who are struggling really bad, because their struggle does impact on you. And add to the fact that you're struggling, it makes it feel a lot worse, and it's not an easy path to go down. I do feel sorry for a lot of people who struggle on their own and have no one, or feel like they've got no one to turn to, when in actual fact there is help out there. Aye, there is. I mean, I myself am not ashamed to say that I have needed help myself in the past, because I fought it myself. And it's the shame of admitting that you do need help that really hits home and breaks you down. But there does come a point when the human spirit needs that little bit of assistance. Now, it's not much assistance. It's just someone, it could be someone who you talk to, someone who's not in the family, someone outside of the family who listens to you. Because by the very act of speaking about things, so it doesn't stay a secret anymore, sort of lifts that little, burden off your shoulders. You think, there's a magic solution out there for mental health, but there isn't. There isn't at all. Anyway, I just thought I'd get my 10 penneth worth in. I mean, to be honest with you, there's a lot more to discuss about mental health, and a lot more to talk about. And I think it's a very good subject to be speaking about it, because if we do talk with each other, and we do start talking about it, we are, as I've said, lifting that burden from our shoulders, and we are not carrying the whole weight on our own. God, that's very deep for a Friday morning. I do apologise. Yeah, I decided to put my Iris T jacket on this morning. I just didn't want to put my leather on, than having to put another waterproof jacket over that, because obviously my leather's a summer jacket, and it's leather, so it is waterproof to a certain extent, whereas I say it has the elasticated sort of parts in the arm, and they aren't waterproof. And I feel quite warm this morning. Well, I'm at that very nice riding temperature. And it's a nice feeling, actually. I mean, if you want to talk a bit more in depth about mental health, please mention it in the comments, and I'm only too happy to talk to you about it, because I do have experience of it with myself and my daughter, and I think everyone goes through a certain amount of it at some point in their lives. And our social media doesn't portray a true reflection of what's going on in your life, because you're on video, you're talking on video, and you're trying to be as happy as you possibly can. And it's, so people think, oh, he's always all right, always laughing and, joking, and But that's definitely not the case, is it, with everyone? Everyone has issues, and everyone portrays something different in their lives when they're on camera. Because you don't want to come across as a sad, miserable bugger, because people might think you are. But there again, that perception I've just said of being a sad, miserable bugger is wrong. We shouldn't perceive that as us being a sad, miserable bugger. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting very deep. Aye, we're nearly at work. Oh, I'm bloody so glad it's Friday. Well, listen, I've got this week coming at work, and then I am off for a week as well, so that's all good. And I do intend to make some good videos. I'm going to get myself out. And as I say earlier, I do have a new intro. Obviously it's in the making, it hasn't been making, it's in the planning stage at the moment, but just something a little bit more in keeping with what I'm trying to do, and a little bit more better, you know. And with the help of this great friend, it's gonna be amazing. I'm feeling quite sensible this morning, and I don't like it. Normally I get these urges that I want to go. I'm not saying I act on them urges, but I'm quite happy to sit back this morning. You know, this is what I have spoke about this, but people who rush like hell to work. I mean, I'm having fun when I'm going on the bike and I'm filtering away. It's my way of releasing the stresses of the working day and everything like that, you know. But people who rush like maniacs in the car, who undertake and cut people up, you know, I just don't understand why they need to feel that they have to do that. But then again, I should understand, because I've been in that situation, being a car driver myself. Well, I think the farmers have had plenty of water lately, haven't they? So it's brought their crops on. I saw Graham's video yesterday, and it looks so bloody green out there, and it's the same out here. Everywhere is lush green, so there's definitely no shortage of water. So I think we can, you know, quite relax that we aren't going to have a shortage of food supplies and that from the amount of rain that we've had, because we've had some deluges up here in the north. We certainly have. You know, it's always good to talk to you guys too, because you're like my therapist as well. Big Red is my main therapist. He really puts that smile on my face. But talking with you guys also does that. You know, it's nice that we have some sort of interaction, because, you know, let's face it, not everyone can get out. You know, some people are tied in and can't get out and mix with people. So having the interaction by watching these videos and commenting back and forth is a good thing too. It certainly lifts your spirits, and it's nice to actually talk with people, because as a species we love to interact with each other. You know, that's what we like to do. We're not meant to be solitary animals, we are very social. And the lockdown has taken a lot of that away from a lot of folks. And, you know, yeah, rightly so, it's done it for a reason. I'm not going to complain about it. And I think we're going to get more rain here now. It's starting to get a little bit heavier. Mind you, I'll tell you what, all this rain is, it does help you with your riding. It's, you know, some people are fantastic going out there and riding in the nice dry weather and the sunny weather, and they're as brave as anything. but then you start getting a deluge of rain and bag, it makes their arse twitch a little bit. But doing that with me, riding in the rain should I say, helps that. Helps your confidence, helps everything. It makes you a better rider, learns you how to behave in the rain too. And it also gives you that confidence to know what your bike's capable of doing when it's raining as well. You know, no one can ever say that I'm a fair weather rider, because I certainly are not. Anyway, folks, I am nearly at work, and it is getting to that time, my dear friends. It really is. Well, there you go. So I will say ta-ra, folks. I've been Paul from Biking Life. Bye for now, my friends. Bye.